The following was a conversation that I had with Vadim Vilensky. Vadim is one of the top realtors in Canada. He has over 300 five-star reviews on his Google page. His mindset is always to help families, which I thought was pretty incredible. Vadim covers a variety of principles that helped him succeed in real estate. Those principles can be applied in any career field. So if you're not a realtor, you can still watch this and take those principles and apply them in your life to be successful in whatever you're doing. Here was our conversation. Yeah. Let's start off with you kind of telling us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me here. My name is Vadim Vilensky, and I'm a realtor out of city of Toronto, a little bit north of Toronto, city of Vaughan in Canada.
Why real estate? How'd you get into real estate?
It's been a dream of mine since 2011. Didn't have a chance to actually do it. I started different businesses throughout the years, tried different things, tried and failed, learned quickly and progressed towards real estate. I always wanted to be a salesperson, and I asked myself, okay, if I'm a salesperson, what is the most expensive item I can actually sell and earn a commission on? And real estate was that was the thing. So that's how it got me to real estate, and quickly enough I realized it wasn't about the money, it was about building relationships, creating friendships that will last forever. That's what real estate is all about.
Okay, so you were wanting to get into something where you can get good money, good living, correct. And you also wanted to see where you can create the most relationships at.
100%. So if I'm looking if I'm selling something, it might as well be the most expensive item there is. Mm-hmm. And real estate is one of those things.
How has that been treating you? I mean, real estate is such a ups and downs, and how have you been doing?
So I truly ignore the media. I don't know what's going on with the media. I don't know what's going on with the world. I'm just focusing on production and doing the best I can for myself and for my family. So I really don't know what's going on in the world. If you were to ask me any question, nothing to do with that. All I'm thinking is, okay, I need to help a family. Doesn't matter what it takes. I need to find a person or a family who is looking to buy or sell real estate. That's my mind.
Okay, that's definitely a good mindset. American writer and poet Susie Kassem once said, "Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will." Just curious, with that mindset, how do you deal with that doubt?
So everyone has doubts. It's a normal thing to have a doubt. The question is, how do you handle this doubt and actually do something out of it? A lot of people let their doubt and fear control their business and control their lives. I let the doubt and the fear actually fire me up so that I can do better for my family when it comes to actually working and earning money. So it's all about right here, all about mindset. It's what you choose to happen.
That's so interesting. So you cancel out everyone that's talking negatively about real estate, saying, hey, market is up, market is down. You kind of get that into the mindset of, hey, I'm just here. I want to help people. I want to talk to people. I want to create relationships. I can see people doing that. I can totally see people being that mindset all the time, like getting into the mindset. But how do you keep it going though? Like you get into the mindset in January. You're starting. You're like, yes, let's do this. I want to help 100 people. I want to help 200 people. What happens March? In March, you might feel down. Like, how do you keep yourself going?
Very simple, Andy. So first of all, I don't start in January. I start back in October, November. That's when I plan out my year for the upcoming year. I never just wait for the January 1st and let go. I'm already in momentum 2 to 3 months in the beginning prior to this new year, first year of the January. Okay, so, and then the number thing is something that's very important to remember is I'm always in momentum. And I'm always tracking my steps and what I'm doing. I'm never judging my results based on what's happened so far in March. I'm always going and saying, okay, when I planned out my year, let's say as an example, I wanted to sell 100 homes. Giving you an example, just a rough number. It doesn't matter if I sold by March 10 homes or 5 homes or 20 homes. I know that I need to sell by the end of the year, which is December 31st, 100 homes as an example. So I just need to go and do whatever needs to be done to keep on working and keep moving forward. That's the most important.
Interesting.
The other thing is that you gotta remember is you need to track your work. Okay, a lot of people are kind of like, like they don't track, they don't write down their goals, they just assume that they know where they are. I want to know that at any given time I know exactly where I am.
Okay, so tracking your goals, but how do you keep that accountability going though? Like, let's say you 100 homes, right? March comes along and you're like, I'm not on track. How do you keep that accountability?
And it's perfectly fine not to be on track. So it's okay. Don't be harsh on yourself. Remember that it's perfectly fine if you're behind your goals, as long as you know where you're heading out. As long as you have that mindset, okay, this is where I'm going, and this just gotta keep on yourself going forward. And don't judge your results based on March, which is 2 months in the year. Judge your results at the end of the year. That's how you should be looking. Yeah.
So I get the whole vision. Everybody has a vision. I mean, somebody wants to, make, usually the first year real estate agent wants to make $100,000, right? That's their vision. How do you keep that motivation going though? Like, you seem like a guy who know what he wants, and I mean, you seem like you keep going.
Why are you doing what you're doing? The biggest why that you have in every single book that you will read about motivation and mindset will tell you, you need to figure out what's the reason and why are you working for what. You have to have a certain goal that keeps you wake up in the morning to just kind of, okay, you go. I worked last night at 2 o'clock in the morning doing a bidding war. Here comes Monday. It's a brand new day. I'm back to zero. It doesn't matter the results that I had last year or yesterday or last week. None of those matters. I'm now brand new, fresh new day. You and I are on the same boat with a fresh new day. My mindset every single day when I wake up is I need to have one listing appointment every single day. So every day that I go out prospecting, I'm thinking to myself, okay, there must be one person at least that wants to buy or sell real estate. I need to find that person. I'm not asking for 20 sellers, one seller a day, 5 days a week.
Interesting.
That's it.
How's the market in Vaughan?
The market is great. Anytime you will ask me how is the market, I will always tell you the market is excellent. There is always buyers and sellers looking to move and buy or upsize, downsize, doesn't matter the interest rate. In my mind, the market is great and I see lots of opportunities, and anyone who is working with me will also see those opportunities. So that's it. But let me ask you this. How is the market in Vancouver?
It's good. I mean, we're definitely seeing less people wanting to sell and people selling only if they have to move.
Yeah.
So it's not 2 years ago where everyone wanted to sell, so it's definitely a lot more difficult. But people are still out there moving and making changes in their life.
So right now is the actual perfect time for you to go out there and prospect and look for sellers. I'm able to provide to my family and be able to give away 10% of my commission. That's to me success.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what keeps me motivated. Be able to give away money to charity. It's not about me. It's about them. To me, that's success.
Yeah, to me, I feel like it's making, and I know it sounds probably weird, but getting up and changing the world for better a little bit at a time. Learning something, learning from someone like you, and trying to talk to people and, change the world for the better, make a difference, I would say. And if I could do something like that, just talk to one person and somebody talks to me, and we could create some sort of change in a conversation like this, where let's say a realtor is watching and they're struggling right now and they're like, hey, I don't know what to do. I'm thinking of working full time because this is kind of difficult. Like, what should I do? And seeing someone like yourself, who is one of the top realtors in Canada, and kind of just saying, hey, you know what? Maybe I should just stick this out.
Yeah, you should. you should go back to the basics. This is what something that I always believed in, and I always will advise every single person is go back to the basics. Ask yourself the question, what got you into the business? Why did you get into real estate? If you got into the business because of earning commission, you definitely chose the wrong business. If you chose the business and you understand that you don't have a boss, you really don't have a manager running your operation, you are your own boss, your clients are your boss. So as long as you understand that and you shift your mind where you say, okay, you know what? Nobody will force me to wake up. I need to force myself to wake up and keep on going at full force every single day. Then you will be like, you know what? Yeah, the market is challenging, but who cares? People are still buying and selling real estate every single day.
Do you experience doubt? Do you experience sadness? Do you experience that, like, no motivation at all?
Everyone has the same issues. Everyone. I try to work out 6 days a week, keeps my brain sharp. I don't speak to any other realtors. I don't care who is doing what. All I care about is I am against myself from last year, from the previous years. So I don't really care about any other realtors. I do listen to a lot of motivational YouTube videos. I read a lot of books, one book at least a week. Just keep my mind sharp. Keep on just thinking and learning from other experiences instead of trying to watch the news and trying to fear what's happening in the world.
That's really interesting. So what's your primary source of acquiring business?
Door knocking.
Door knocking.
Doing a lot of social media, just speaking to people. That's the bottom line. That's how it works. Is whoever speaks to the most amount of people earns the most amount of business. That's how I've been looking at it for ever since I got into the business 5 years ago. I just need to run faster than other agents.
Interesting. So how many people do you speak with? Not your goal, but how many people do you speak with a day?
I don't go home until I speak to 50 people. Face-to-face conversation. I don't care how snowy it is, how rainy, how hot. If I set myself a goal that I need to speak to 50 people, I will speak to 50 people a day.
And out of those 50, you will get, what, one listing appointment?
The goal is to get one listing appointment, but potentially I will get at any given day at least 2 leads.
What would you say to someone who doesn't have a marketing budget, doesn't have a lot of money to spend, but they're like, hey, I want to get a listing this week?
So door knocking does not cost you any money. Cold calling does not cost you any money. All it is, it's your time. But if you as a realtor who is aspiring realtor and trying to do their best, if you think being on the phone for about 1 hour or door knocking for now 1 hour is enough, then let me tell you the reality. The reality is 1 hour a day is not enough. So the question that I always ask myself and any other realtor that gets into the business is, if you were to do the work you are doing right now and your boss was to see your work, would they fire you or not? Okay, so this is the question you have to keep asking yourself. Because if a realtor who is trying to get top results but only giving 1 hour a day of door knocking and thinks, okay, I'm done for the day, I prospected. No, it's not the case. You must go with the mindset that you need to speak to people, and door knocking does not cost you any money.
Who keeps you accountable?
I have 3 business people that are, one of them is my coach, another one is my mentor, and another one is another top realtor who we exchange every single week on a Sunday evening an email of what we have done, what results, and what we're planning to do next week.
So do you feel like that is like 70%, 50% of what your success is accountability?
90%.
90%. Wow.
You can't keep yourself accountable. You need to have someone else holding you accountable, checking your results and saying, okay, Vadim, you said you will speak to about 300 people last week. You only spoke to 210 people. What happened? Okay, can you do the following week 390 people? Can you take the 90 conversation you missed and add them to the following week? That's what accountability is.
Yeah, wow. So you would advise people who have no money find a accountability buddy as well, right?
Must. And remember that if you're finding an accountability buddy, make sure it's someone with higher results than you are. Okay? Don't have someone who is lazy trying to keep you accountable. Have someone at a higher level of production trying to keep you accountable. That's what you have to remember.
Okay. You seem like I don't know. Are you a spiritual person?
I do pray every single morning. Absolutely, yeah.
Do you feel like that's also a contributor to your business as well, where you feel like, like having that greater purpose is what kind of drives you as well to continue on?
For sure. It's definitely something that I highly recommend. You just have to appreciate that we are alive and we have the opportunity to do what we love doing and be able to make the money, and just remember to just give back. And this is something that I mentor a lot of other young realtors as well, because I believe in giving and helping others as well. I was blessed to have great mentors in the beginning of my career, and I want, and I'm ready to give back as well.
And how are you giving back?
By a lot of mentorship. People will contact me, and I know my schedule is a bit busy and I'm always prospecting, and you would know it better than anyone else, right? My priority first is my family to prospect, but afterwards I'm always available to help out others.
Wow. So anyone can just reach out to you, and your realtor who is struggling, who needs some motivation can reach out to you?
Always. And I'm very, very straightforward. I share all the time what I do. I don't expect a lot of people to go in the same kind of craziness, but I'm always happy to share with others, to say, this is what needs to be done. This is what I'm doing. If I'm doing it, I write down 5 things that I appreciate and I'm grateful for every single morning and every single evening. Because we sometimes take things for granted. For example, our cup of coffee. We drink coffee every morning, or tea, whatever it is, but we don't appreciate the fact that we have a cup to hold this coffee. So sometimes we just need to not just focus on our immediate what we want, but actually to appreciate what we have. Because sometimes we're in our mind, I want bigger home, I want nicer car, I want more money, I want so many more things, but we don't actually appreciate the small things that we have. And it's very important.
It's a good thing to, I guess, sit down and kind of jot down what you're thankful for, and how you can evolve and become a better human being. I like that. It's definitely
21 days straight, 5 things you're grateful for morning and night. Believe me, your mind is going to be sharp.
One thing I liked about you on a personal level, I really liked about you, I reached out to you once and I was like, Vadim, how many homes have you sold? And I remember what you said to me, and I liked it. I liked your response. You said it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Like, you have a goal, go after your goal. Like, it doesn't matter. Stop comparing yourself with other realtors and, oh, this person is selling, 50 homes. This person is selling 100 homes. This person, oh man, I sold only 3. Like, I like how you explained it. Have a goal of this is what I want to achieve, and just go after it. Stop comparing yourself to other people.
Correct. Yeah, 100%. I don't know. I have a lot of friends who are real estate agents, but I don't know their production. I don't follow their production. I really don't care. All I care about is my results from last year, from the year before, and so on. I'm just okay, where am I at this moment? And I'm checking my results on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, on a quarterly basis, making sure, okay, am I on track to achieve the goal I wanted to achieve? If not, what do I need to change right now in that moment to adapt to that so that I can get that goal? This is something very important.
So wake up every morning early.
Yeah.
Write things down. You said write things down. Write down your goals, and write down things you're thankful for. Right.
For sure.
Okay. Second, work out.
Absolutely.
Go for a run. Work out your mind. Right. You're focusing on you. You're not focusing out into the world and what the world is telling you. How your day is going to be. You're creating your day.
You're creating the day, absolutely, but you own the day. It's your day.
Yeah. So know your vision. Know what success is.
Yeah.
Right. What is your success? I'm not going to say know the true definition of success. Figure out what is success in your life.
Correct.
Accountability.
Absolutely.
Have someone who's accountable. You are accountable to. Could be your managing broker, right?
Could be. It
Yeah,
could be someone at a higher level. That's all that
yeah,
matters.
yeah. And then just go work.
Yep. And that's it.
Yeah,
And don't worry about the results. And this is something that I always tell every single person. When you work out, you can't expect the results the same day. You need to work long enough, whether it's 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years. But it's the result that you will see after a while. The same goes with real estate. When you're a realtor, the results will not happen right away. They will happen a few months from now. But you just have to be consistent enough and persistent about keep on going. That's the most important thing.
yeah. I heard that from. I interviewed Mike Ivanov. He's an author, a motivational speaker, and he said the same thing. He said, "Patience and persistence.
Correct.
That's what will get you success. Being patient and being persistent in what you do."
And I'm still working on the patience, and I'm working on it. It's definitely still, I'm not there, but I'm learning more and more that patience is everything.
Yeah. What do you think in the world of AI? Will AI change how realtors do their job?
Depends. Really, really depends. I don't. I personally started using a lot of the ChatGPT on how I respond to messages on social media. Like I do follow on that. I don't think it's going to change the way we operate, and it really will be depending if realtors adapt to the technology.
I don't know. I kind of see the future of real estate in this way. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Let's say you're interested in a house, right? There's a
Yeah.
house across from your house, and you're like, I wonder, I want to go see that house. You approach the house, you click a button, the house says, welcome, come on in. Door opens, you come in, and the house tells you all about itself. And you go, hey, yes, I'm interested. It draws up a contract, you sign, and boom, you're in contract. That could be the future potentially.
It could be, but remember that every home is different, okay? And you will still need a realtor to negotiate on your behalf. And AI cannot negotiate on your behalf. Maybe it could try, but it will never do the same job as you as a professional will do for your clients.
Well, isn't in Australia? I believe in Australia they got rid of buyers agents. So right now, if you're buying a house, you can go hire one. They have separate firms. You can hire a buyer's agent. Other than that, you're just dealing with a seller's agent, as far as I know.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just interesting to see how the job will evolve over time. But totally agree with you.
And
I think
this is
that we
where
should
I
definitely.
always been a big, big firm believer. You list to last. Okay? The goal is representing sellers, not focusing on buyers, but focusing on sellers.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what kind of the business comes from. You control the market that way.
And you control your time. So while other buyer agents are out there working and doing the work, your job is purely prospecting, getting the sellers, and let the buyers work. Because you can't really focus on all of it. You have to specialize in one field. And my recommendation for everyone who is watching to learn to become a listing agent, the one that always prospects and gets sellers.
Okay, that's interesting. And to learn that, you would probably need to talk to someone who is killing it out there, who is closing a lot of deals, who is being successful in the industry.
Correct. It's just follow the successful people already. Someone already is doing well. I always look at the top agents as well, and I'm learning from them. Don't reinvent the wheel. Someone is already doing something well. Just learn from them and just do the same thing.
Okay, if you were to die tomorrow,
Yeah.
what would you like to be remembered for?
If I was to die tomorrow, what will be?
What would you like to be remembered for?
My hard work. That I'm unstoppable. That I keep on going no matter what. And for the fact that I'm always willing to help others.
Okay, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Hey, hard work.
That's it. There's nothing else.
Hard work, my friend. How can people find out more about you?
I'm very active on social media under Mr. Vilensky or Team Vilensky or Vadim Vilensky, you name it. I'm very actively on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, always helping other realtors. I truly believe that if there is anything that we can help as professionals, helping others, that's the biggest thing. A lot of successful people are willing to share their secrets. Those who are not successful and they're holding back their secrets is because they don't have a lot to share. But follow those who are doing well. We're willing to give away everything just because we want you to help your family and help your clients become better for yourself. So everything is available. Just ask.
So you're willing to have realtors reach out to you and kind of have you as their accountability realtor who keeps them accountable.
Yeah, but remember that I will be making sure that you're keeping up. If you're not able to keep up with me, you're out.
Wow.
So if you're like, oh, well, keep me in touch, and then 2 weeks later, you're like, okay, already starting to slack. I'm sorry, I can't help you.
Wow.
And then
Okay,
it's you against you.
Hey, that's incredible. I mean, you're out there just helping realtors. That's good. Are you part of EXP by any chance? Because I know EXP agents like to recruit.
No, I'm Remax. I'm a firm believer in Remax, and I've been here for 5 years, and I'm planning to stay here.
So agents don't even have to like sign up under you or anything. They can just reach out to you.
No,
Wow.
I am not recruiting, not trying to create a team. All I want to do is I want you to be successful. That's the bottom line.
That's incredible, Vadim.